Lilit, it's been more than 3 years almost since we have made our last show, which was massively successful. A lot of people were watching it and they were happy. They were learning a lot. And we thought, how about we do this exact same thing again? This time, not with ChessBase 16, but ChessBase 26, so 10 versions higher. No, it's not that.
Yes.
But with the newest version, of course. And what I was very curious about is I wanted to know which were your favorite games of the year 2025, which were the ones which had something which people can learn something about, which were interesting, or which you would like to share. And how did you also prepare for your opponents and all the stories about? So Lilit, it's your screen, it's your desktop, it's your ChessBase, it's your games. What is the first game you want to show us and why?
Yes. First of all, hi Arne, hi our viewers. It's nice to be back with you and with new ChessBase, right? So yes, let's start from my games again with the same procedure, right? How
Yes.
I prepare for the games. Of course, I will show you and our viewers step by step. And for this episode, I chose one game from my recent tournament in Tegenze.
Yes, it's considered a beautiful tournament in Germany. I have never been there, but I only heard very good things about it.
Yes, Arne, very nice place, very beautiful. Very nice tournament. Generally the atmosphere is so friendly there. So I really recommend everyone to be there and to play at least once, in that very nice tournament. And I have only nice impressions, and memories from that tournament. And I want to share with you one game from fifth round.
Okay.
And my opponent was Arne. Just guess how old? 70 years old.
70?
70, yes. Jürgen Klaus from Germany.
Okay.
Yes, and I was, when I saw after the drawings, right? When I saw my opponent and his age, I was so excited, and up to that point already he had many points. And I watched his games also, high level, so I was very excited about my opponent.
Yes, because I need to add quickly that first of all, when you asked me to guess the age, I was like 7 maybe, because but it went the exact other way around. That's funny.
Other way, yeah.
But so I play against 70-year-olds a lot, because in my league, it's the league in Hamburg where I'm playing now. Hey, we're chess veterans. I'm almost touching 50 as well. So for me, it's nothing too big of a deal. But you are, after all, established master of chess, and you're playing in a tournament. And the fifth round, to have a 70-plus-year-old, that is a bit special. It's true.
It was special for me. Yes, It was special for me. Arne, even after the game, I took a selfie with him. So when I saw my opponent, of course, as usual, how I start my preparation. Right, I will show you step by step. I will open, of course, my ChessBase. I usually work with ChessBase. At that time, it was ChessBase 16. Mm-hmm. I got new ChessBase 26 just recently. And I went to Mega Database. Right. And here, then players.
How long before did you know about your opponent? A day before, right?
A day before, yes. A day before, I knew my opponents. And here in search bar,
you see
in search bar, I just
There's a lot
name.
of Jürgens. That's a very common last name in Germany, yeah.
In Germany, yes. We see, of course, many Jürgens. Yes, that's why Klaus. And you see the age, right?
Yeah.
Like the year of
1955.
yes, so
yeah.
70 years old. Very
Massively
nice
strong
person.
player. Yeah, that's quite impressive.
Yes, it was very impressive. And yes, of course, I click Jürgen's Klaus. I had white in this game. That's why, of course, prepare against black. First of all, prepare against black. And here I have actually, his games.
Couple of hundred. That's some good material.
Couple of hundred. Yes, couple of hundred. But of course, I guess he has much more. Not all games are in database. Yes. And when I start my preparation, of course, I look like E4, I mean, all the moves, usually. I look all the moves just to have impression about the style, about the openings, what my opponent usually prefers. So I started with E4. So we see that what is very important, by the way, here. Let me come here because this is important to me. So C5 is the main move.
My goodness, right? He's never played E5.
Yes, you see? And this is, by the way, this was decisive in my opening. How I chose my opening against him. I put knight f3, and I see that, actually, let me close this because we see here played in recent years only knight c6.
Okay.
Only knight c6. Okay. Then usually here I play, if I face knight c6, either d4 or bishop b5. I check bishop b5 first. Oh, sorry. What happened here? Let's come back. E6 or d6. But we see that in recent years, he played only e6. Okay? So most likely I thought if this will happen, I will face e6 move here. Okay. Then, of course, I come back. I check not only e4, I check d4.
I need to quickly ask you the in-between question. So you figured this out. How do you remember this? You keep it in your head, or that's enough? That's enough, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I keep it in my mind that against e4 he plays c5 and only c5. Arne, this is also very important. It means that I had this feeling that my opponent plays only one opening and only one variation. So he is constant, in his opening choices. So if d4, we see last games, very important. Before he was playing knight f6, but I was more or less sure if I would have played d4, he would have played he would go for f5 because recently only f5. So let's check if g3. Yes, knight f6. Bishop g2, g6, knight f3, bishop g7. So for me it was obvious. If I play d4 or like knight f3, c4 stuff, he would go for Dutch Leningrad. If e4, it's Sicilian. Okay, so and Arne, I should tell you also and our viewers that my main move, my first main move is not e4. So either c4, d4, knight f3, I'm flexible among these moves. But e3, I like to play also time to time.
Okay.
And for this game, I thought I'm in a mood to play e4 and go for Rossolimo.
For the Sicilian.
For the Sicilian. But you know why, Arne? Because I had one idea in my mind. And actually that worked very well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes.
So curious.
I will show you, that idea, what I had in my mind, because this, when we sit together, right, when we look at his games, we have such impression that he likes to repeat, to play exactly what he knows, not... if d4, it would be f5. If e4, it would be c5. And if knight f3 after c5, it would be knight c6.
How satisfying is it when a preparation like this is working? If it's worth putting in the effort, preparing, and then it exactly turns out the way it is. Is this something where when it is on the board, you feel like, yes, I'm feeling confident now? Or is it like, okay, that happened. Let's just continue. Doesn't matter.
It feels well. It feels well that your work, that your preparation work, like paid off. Let's say like this. So when I saw his game, that was my impression, and I went for E4. I want to close the game, Arne, because I want to ask questions.
Okay.
During our show.
Fantastic.
Like this, I work with my students also. I close notation and I ask questions during my lessons.
Perfect.
Okay, so I played E4 without thinking. C5, knight F3, knight C6, and Rossolimo variation was on the board. E6. As I had impression already, yes. And here I had in my mind this variation. I took b takes c6, this is the right move, and d3 here. Okay, of course, Arne, here in this position, there are many lines. If I put, for example, here, my favorite feature, one of my favorites in ChessBase generally, reference, okay, we see here d3, castle, b3 recently also has been played a lot among strong players, e5, so really lots of stuff. And actually after d3 also, on every move we have like many different setups, good setups. Okay. So now I close it again. So I went for d3. My opponent, without thinking, knight e7. Actually, this is the main move, and it's a good move. Like, this is the idea of this move, Arne, that black wants to play knight g6, then to play e5, stabilize the position in the center, then d6, bishop e7, castle, very,
it's very
very nice development. Yes, this is what black usually wants to do. And here I had in my mind a very tricky line. I played a knight d2. No,
doesn't look tricky yet.
Yes. If I put again, I want to show you reference, this position.
Okay.
Okay, you see that knight d2 is the third move. And not like the queen e2, castle, you see, h4 also has been played a lot. So knight bd2 is not the main move, let's say, in this variation. So where is the trick? Arne, after knight bd2, if you are not familiar, with the nuances, of this variation, what would you play without thinking as black?
As black, without thinking? Yes. Okay, there's two things coming to mind. One is to continue with knight g6, as you mentioned already, because it is probably the main line. It opens the bishop, which can go out. I would also conclude to castling. Then, since the knight is in front of the queen, a maybe more ambitious path could be to go, I don't know how, I'm not a Sicilian player, unfortunately, but maybe d5 is a bit like breaking up the center move. I don't know. These are the two options I'm thinking of.
Yes, and you are right. Now, Arne, I want to show you again reference.
Okay.
Knight g6, you see, has been, it's the main move in this position. And I had such feeling also that my opponent would go for this. Because if you are not familiar with this knight d2 move, the first idea comes, why not to continue? This is after knight e7, you want to play knight g6, and then by the way, e5, if possible. Okay? And my opponent, without thinking, he played knight g6 here.
Okay.
Arne, which is already a mistake, we can say.
Unbelievable. Come
Yes,
on.
can you imagine? Yes, knight
whoa. Did you just put up the reference and show me that this is one of the main moves? No.
Yes.
And this
so many players, they played knight g6. It's not only my opponent. You saw that knight g6, it's in this position is the main move. I mean, okay, most commonly played move. But actually, when we prepare against this, when we check, with the strong engines, we see that this is a mistake. But of course, the question is, why?
I don't know what to say right now. I cannot believe it. Yes. Okay, wait a second. So, I have two things which I immediately thought about.
Okay,
E5, E5 and knight E4 is a plan, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not. Then...
Arne, you are completely right.
Oh.
And look. If we don't prepare, if we don't analyze this position before the game, and we see over the board knight g6, here I would have played e5. Like I would think, of course, black played knight g6, black wants to play e5. So let me play e5 myself. And actually, this is one of the main moves also in this pawn structure.
Wow.
And I would have played this also.
Wow.
That's why Arne, opening preparation, with all games, with strong engines is very, very important, because over the board, when you face, it's really not easy to figure out all details, over the game, or over the board, when you face, over the board. That's why preparation to me is very, very important. Here, if I would have played immediately e5, this would have been inaccuracy.
Oh no.
Yes, Arne, but these things are very subtle, but of course I will share with you all these insights to understand, because it's important, right?
Yes.
When we play immediately e5, what is the trick? Black, of course, e5 is a very strong pawn. Black wants to trade this pawn. And black can succeed in this. Black plays queen c7, attacking our pawn. How to defend it?
Queen e2.
Very good. We play queen e2.
Oh no.
Black plays, queen e2. Black plays f6. Very important Arne move. Very important in this pawn structure. Black has to get rid of this very strong pawn, which is restricting black pieces. Very important. And now in this position, if we play knight c4, okay, black plays bishop a6. Attacking, black now wants, of course, to take on e5. And the whole thing that we can't keep our pawn on e5.
Okay.
And black gets enough counterplay. So this position is unclear.
Wow.
But I had this feeling, right, that this might have happened in the game. And of course, I checked deeply this stuff. And here, the best move is include h4 move.
Oh.
Okay, very deep. We want to push h4, h5. So my opponent instantly played h5. And if I put again reference, you see many games, by the way.
h5,
And if we see, look at the names also. Arne, so strong players. Caruana, Safarlik, Suxiangji, Nepomniachtchi, you see here. You see the names.
These are all very established grandmasters.
You see. Mhm. H4. My opponent played H5 instantly. This is the most logical move. And now we play E5. But now the question, where is the difference?
That is such a good question, Lilit.
Yes.
Let me give you the answer. So what happens after Queen C7 now? Queen
Yes.
E2.
So let's go.
F6.
Queen C7.
Okay.
Queen E2, F6.
Is it because now the knight on G6 is not protected anymore?
You are right.
Oh.
And this is the key moment. We play knight C4, bishop A6, very logical. And here, which move, Arne?
I think we just take on F6.
Not really. We want to keep E5.
Oh, so we play Queen E4?
Yes. We play Queen E4. Very important move. Attacking knight, King F7, and now this move, Bishop F4.
Wow.
Yes. God. So with Queen E4, we prepared Bishop F4 stuff.
Okay.
And here white is much better. Why? Because black king is unsafe. What black has like black pawns are not great.
No,
they
definitely not.
Yes, they are weak. Like pawn structure. Black's pawn structure is weak. A black king is not safe. On the next move, we can even long castle with a good position for white.
Wow.
So the whole thing is that Queen E4, Bishop F4. Can you imagine this? But how to, if you are not prepared over the board, how to understand all these details? It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible, Arne. It might be that, without knowing, you intuitively you can think, okay, let's include H4, but it would be, more intuitively that it might be, favor in our favor. But to see this Queen E4, Bishop F4, all this, all these nuances, of course, it is.
I need to ask you one important question.
Yes.
What if we adjust the move order by a tiny bit and play H4 before E5? Because it was also in the reference, it was a suggestion.
H4. Yes, of course.
Yeah. So what happens if we play H4 before knight to D2?
No, H4 we usually play Arne when knight is coming to G6. Then we want to attack.
Yes. Okay.
But I think H4 also could. I mean, let's check.
Because H4, I think I saw H4 that H4 was also, but it has if we look at the score, it's much weaker than knight B to D2 as you played it. So there is probably something in the move order which is not working out as well.
Usually we wait knight G6 when we want then we play H4. But of course H4 is like, yes, we just anticipate knight G6 and play H4.
Yeah. I mean,
your idea makes sense, of course, also.
Yes, but you're right, because probably after H4, you're not that much willing to play knight to G6 anymore. And out of a sudden,
let's check. After H4, no one will play knight G6. D6 is, yes, D6, I think D6, because black wants to play E5. This is the...
This is amazing. Okay, this is so important. And I think what I'm just did, like out of curiosity, is what is the main thing about how to also investigate into the chess openings, the move order. You've done all of this for decades, after all, right? You grew up with this, and you've done those things which I'm just experiencing right now when you're looking at the reference. But now I'm thinking like, okay, wait, what happens if I play H5? But you also see this score, you see the draws, and you think like, okay, why is H4 not as effective as knight to D2? And it's so interesting because it provokes kind of the knight going to g6. Then you can play the system with e5, h4, knight e2, and you get this queen e2, and you get this better position. Super informative. Thank you, Lilit. Okay, let's
Arne,
continue.
by the way, you are complete. I mean, I like the way exactly what how you want to proceed in this in this process, because of course we should ask questions ourselves. Why this not? Why that? Like the only like asking with questions we can understand the position. Otherwise, like if without understanding, just remembering, without understanding the theory or the moves, I don't recommend really. Because every move we should understand, and on every move, like when we have time, of course, right before the game, like before the tournaments, when prepare for the tournament, when we prepare lines, right, we should ask these questions ourselves. What is this? What if that? Why this? Why engine recommends this move? Why that? We should analyze until we understand, until it's clear for us why that and why not that.
Gotcha. Thank you for bringing this idea. And I love you as a teacher. Thank you, Lilit. Let's continue.
Thank you, Arne. Thank you. Okay, let's go. So knight bd2 I played. Yes, because this was also psychologically. I was expecting knight g6, h4, h5, e5. And my play took already his time here. My opponent. Yes, he took his time. And he also could feel that something went wrong. Yes, something went wrong, because e5 is a very important pawn, and how to get rid of this pawn. He played d6 here.
Okay.
He wants any way to get rid, right, of this pawn. Now I took my time, Arne.
Yeah.
And I thought about two moves, here. We should defend e5 pawn. What would you play here as white?
Well, I don't like knight c4 anymore, because it steps into too many obstacles here. Queen e2 might still be an option. And a very slow option, but I'm not sure. I'm just making a wild guess. No, it cannot work, I think. No, it weakens a lot. It doesn't look good. b3 I was thinking about for a moment.
b3?
I think I don't. Okay, I understand why you have to take some time. So, by the way, just to make this clear as well, you are more or less out of book, but already it feels like that's fine, because white has an advantage because d6 was played.
Because knight g6 was played.
That's it already. Oh my!
I knew already after e5 I had big advantage, and I knew the ideas. Arne, ideas that I want to play queen e2. I knew that very crucial variation, what we discussed just some time ago, right? This queen e2, knight c4, queen e4. I knew this, and after d6, I was choosing between two moves, queen e2. But actually, I played, and it was not the best one, by the way. Queen e2. Yes, it's not the best. And between it takes d6. This is the best. This is the best, Arne, because this pawn structure actually is quite favorable for white. Why? Because now these pawns are very
horrible.
Weak. Yeah. They are horrible. Yes, they are horrible, and I have very good square for my knight.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is, actually that's why Arne in such kind of positions, black is trying to break our pawn e5 with f6 move, not with d6, if possible, of course, right? Because this pawn structure, if black doesn't get anything very concrete, it's in white's favor, and I should have gone for this. I was really choosing, and I liked both of them, and I couldn't decide. It's always like this, yeah. When you have good choice, you don't know which good move to choose, and you take your time. So this was the best, just immediately to go for this pawn structure. But I thought, okay, every way, like Queen E2 was the critical, the most important move. Let's go for Queen E2. Queen E2. Why it's not that it's not that great? Because now Black can play D5.
Oh.
And play this pawn structure. Although here also White is better. But that pawn structure, it takes D6 pawn structure was even better than. It's more easy to play even as White than with after D5. That's why, because of D5 here, Black could play D5 and play a dead pawn structure. And actually here also, if D5 immediately Black plays, we take and we go for this pawn structure.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, because in this pawn structure, these pawns we can exploit these weaknesses is easier than in other pawn structure.
I see.
Okay, he played D6. I went wrong, so inaccuracy, I can say. Queen E2, but my opponent played Queen C7.
Oh.
Already, yes. So Queen C7, he wanted to force me to take, but actually this is in White's favor, right?
Yes, and he also
so I
perhaps
took now
knows, as you have already figured out, he knows a certain system and he wants to try to continue with certain moves which you play in this position. And Queen C7 was one of those moves, maybe.
Right. But actually it's not good.
Yeah.
Exactly this pawn structure, it's favor. It's in White's favor. Already I have a big advantage as White. My opponent played Bishop F4. And here I have many good moves. I chose Bishop E3, which is good enough. Maybe not the best, but good enough to have big advantage. I saw that, okay, it's clear. I want to attack weak pawn. Yep. It's like my idea is very clear. I want to attack this pawn. Again, my opponent, 70 years old, Jürgen Klaus, took his time. And I think from a practical point of view, he played like, I was also thinking that maybe Black should play like that, Bishop A6. He's sacrificing the pawn, but he is exchanging my excellent knight and doubling my pawns. So, okay, White is pawn up, but double pawns. Of course, White has big advantage, but still it's not like that easy to convert, right? And very important that, of course, Queen A5 check is not winning my bishop.
Because of B4.
Because of B4, yes. And also this bishop is quite a good one, right?
True.
Not allowing castle. Rook B8 has been played. B3. Bishop D6, trying to castle. I took. And here, Arne, I played very quickly. What would you play very quickly here?
Rook D1 looks like a blitz move, right?
Or castling.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I played castle.
But
I thought, okay, I will play castle, then Rook D1.
Knight F4 looks like a bit unpleasant.
Queen E4. I was thinking like you know, Knight F4 or castle. So, but this is from practical view, again, from practical point of view, it's inaccuracy. Because I give some counterplay here. I should have played just G3, not giving any counterplay. Neither Queen F4, Knight F4, nor Queen F4, just taking F4 square from the Queen. Okay, I thought maybe some Queen B4 check, but it's not dangerous. King F1, King G2. No counterplay at all. If black castles, I have always this knight g5 moves now. Black king again is in trouble. So much easier to play this.
Yes.
But I played castle, and my opponent played immediately queen f4. And I thought, I was so angry with me, Arne, that I just, I gave him some activity. Now, okay, my pawn is under attack. I have to play g3.
Yeah.
And now queen g4. And now I have a question for you, Arne. If now black to move, what black would play here?
If now black to move,
yes,
knight f4 looks tempting. Maybe.
What else? Even much stronger than knight f4. Much stronger.
Much stronger than knight f4. Okay. Is it? Oh, of course. Yeah. The queen is hanging. I'm not sharp today. Knight takes h4, of course.
Knight takes h4, yes. So I thought, why I gave this activity? I could have played just g3.
Yeah.
Simple move, right? And just not think. After that, of course, until the end, we should be very focused. But less work should have been done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought, knight h4 is a threat. I played rook e1. Now my queen is defended. So knight h4 is not working. Knight f4 is not that dangerous. Knight f4, queen e4. Let's put, for example, knight f4, right? I can play queen e4, right?
Yes.
Nothing is coming after that. So my opponent played rook d8. Normal. There is the open file, right? He wants, of course, to play rook d8 and to take it. Here I thought, Arne, it's time to exchange the queens. With queens, my opponent is very
he's very dangerous. What he's doing.
Yeah, so let's trade the queens and let's play the end game. Okay, and we played this. Castle has been played. I thought, okay, it's end game. King should come to.
You have a pawn more, right?
I am pawn up. I want to exchange, but still, Arne, I was not that sure that because of double pawns, I was a little bit. I was not that quiet, that
that's not
converting would be very easy. Yes, I was a little bit still, concerned about converting the advantage. Although engine, a strong engine says it's winning, but for engine is winning, but for humans, we always see ghosts, right? You know how it's in our games. So I was not that sure, but I thought, okay, I play king f1, which is quite logical, right? He played rook e8, by the way. Quite a good idea. He wants to play e5, then f6, and bring the king to the center also. So quite good. Mm-hmm. I played rook d4.
Okay, quick question I need to ask. Yes? Sorry, why is knight e5 not so good? Is it because you would exchange another piece and it looks even more drawish, or?
Knight e5 is also good, Arne. Okay. But I thought rook endgames. They are tricky,
Yes,
they are tricky.
Yes.
I wanted to skip rook. To go into rook end games when all the knight e5 is a good move. Yes, it's a good move. Rook end game is also winning, but I thought, okay, rook endings, they are always tricky, So
gotcha.
Let's exchange rooks, not knights. Mm-hmm. I played king e2. This is what I wanted to do, honestly. Okay. I wanted to play rook d1, and I wanted to play this knight endgame.
Okay, interesting. Good.
Yes, because black doesn't have choice. Yeah, he can't leave my rook on d file.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have choice here. We see, and so a knight endgame is forced. The king is coming, of course, f7. I'm coming this, king e3. Engine is saying it's winning, of course. But still, I mean, as I said,
I would
yes.
lose it. As white.
No, Arne, no. But just for humans, of course, for us, it's like still, we are nervous, right? We have double pawns, so still, it's not that trivial, right, to win.
True.
Knight e7. My opponent played. I played c3. Little by little, I want to improve my position. Knight f5, king d3, knight d6. He wants to play. Which move?
He wants to play e4.
He wants to play e4, yes.
So we go knight
he wants
d2.
to play 4. Here I played c5. This is a good move.
C5.
This is a good move. Very concrete idea.
Ooh.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Because if now e4, we just play e4 check. We just play king e3. Of course, pawn endings. We are pawn up. It's because we take also on f3, right? This pawn. We are pawn up, and pawn ending is easy win.
Oh, wow.
So yes, e4 is not working. My opponent played knight b7. I played b4, but still, I was thinking, okay, black might have some fortress, So f5. This move I didn't like from him, because it gives already like g5 square for my knight. I was thinking instead that he should play king f5 and to try some knight d2, king even g4, to try to create some activity and some counterplay.
Yeah,
I think he should play like this, more actively, just to try the last chances. Then some g5, trying, something, because if after f5 it's easier for me. I get g5 square, then I played a4, knight d8, b5, so I can improve step by step my position. King c4. Step by step, I'm improving. And another move that during the game I didn't like, because after e4, I get d4 square now for my king.
Yes.
So at the end, in endgame, my opponent, I think this small inaccuracies, made my task easier to win the game. And after knight b7, knight f7, actually, g6, knight e5, my opponent resigned.
I understand. Yes.
Here already nothing to play. But just, I like this game, Arne, because first of all, because of the opening preparation, but this 70 years old, man was really so exciting, for me to see, at side age that like queen f4, queen g4, putting traps, right, to play like this. It's for me, it's like it was really amazing.
I love that. That was an amazing lecture, to be honest. So Lilit, thank you so much. I cannot wait for the next game, to be honest. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you, Arne. Thank you. See you next time.